These are the PowerStop Z23 Evolution Sport Ceramic Front Brake Pads for the 2005 to 2010 GT and V6 Mustangs. You're going to want to check out these PowerStop pads if you're looking for a ceramic brake pad replacement upgrade for a street car or a daily driver that is quiet, has low dust levels, and a long life. Currently, these are the least expensive replacement upgrades that you can grab, coming in at just over $30. The install for these is not difficult. It's a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. You can plan on spending about an hour getting these installed. When you're shopping for brakes, you have a few things that you should consider. You'll need to consider if you're just looking for pads or pads and rotors, what exactly you want from the brakes, like the level of performance and what you do with your car, whether it be a street car solely or it sees track time, and some finer details like dust levels, noise levels, and the life of the brakes. These pads are direct replacement upgrades. So if you're just looking for a more aggressive pad than your stock pads, or if you're looking to replace some worn out brake pads, these will be a direct replacement upgrade. The brake pads are an important piece to your braking system because they're on the friction surface, so you want to make sure that you're getting the right brake pads for your application and your rotors. These are ceramic pads, which is a harder compound than other brake pads, and this is how they fight against brake fade and give more stopping power with a lower level of dust. PowerStop offers these pads to be very quiet and to reduce any brake NVH, or noise, vibration, and harshness. Sometimes when you switch to a harder compound brake pad, you end up with noisy brakes. Of course, these will give you better stopping power, and they aren't going to be harsh on your rotors either. Some metallic pads are known to be harsh on rotors, but ceramic pads aren't. So you'll have a long life on the pads and the rotors with very low dust levels. The downside to a ceramic brake pad is they tend to be a little bit more expensive than other options because they have those nice characteristics: the quiet operation, the little to no dust, the longer lifespan, and being easy on the rotors. But in this case, you're looking at these being your most budget-friendly option, costing just over $30. That does come back to these pads being for a street or daily driving use. If you're looking for a street strip application, PowerStop does have other offerings that would be better suited for that job. But I will say that you can expect to pay more for the greater performance, so just be aware of that. So when it comes to the install, it's not extremely time consuming, but you are going to want to have a little bit of knowledge in order to do this yourself, and that comes down to a safety thing. If you aren't sure, I'd side on letting a shop perform the install for you, but otherwise, you're looking at a 1-hour project and a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter. To give a general overview of the install, you're looking at disassembling the OE brakes, so you can pull your front wheels to get to your calipers. Those will come off so you can swap in your new pads. It's nothing difficult, and you don't have to do anything that you normally wouldn't do during a normal brake maintenance. There are 2 bolts on each caliper that you'll loosen so you can pull the caliper off. You want to then support the caliper so it isn't hanging on the brake line at all. The old pads will come out of the brackets in the calipers. Make sure you lubricate the slider pins in the calipers too. Use a disc brake piston tool to compress the caliper so you can install your new brake pads. Then lower the caliper over the rotor and line up the caliper bolts so you can bolt it back down into place. Tighten your bolts. After that, you'll just want to double check your brake fluid and your pedal feel. If you need to, make sure you bleed the brakes after the install, and don't forget about the break-in period with the new pads. You want to make sure that they're safe and have a long life. That's going to wrap things up for the PowerStop Z23 Evolution Sport Ceramic Brake Pads. But you can always check them out more online right here at AmericanMuscle.com.